Hey guys, I'm from Leshell here. Today I want to talk about the best paying weekend only jobs. If you're looking for a job to work Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, I wanted to give you a bunch of options that are legitimate, that can pay you anywhere from a couple dollars to maybe over $600-$700 depending on where you live. This won't require a college degree. Some may take a little work. Some can allow you to start now. It just depends on which options you like. As always, I like to try to go through every option available. I'm always honest. I only promote what works. I'm not going to push any garbage products, nor will I push any scams. I just tell it how it is, and I like to get straight to the point. So with that being said, let's jump in and begin. Okay, so the first option I want to talk about are research companies. This option is not going to make you a lot of money, maybe $50, $100, $200 a month. But if that's what you're looking for, this is the opportunity where you can start now and you can start earning as much as you want. No experience is required, no college degree. To sign up as long as you are, and usually in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, you should be good to go. And how it works is you can sign up for offers. That's a pretty popular option. I do it and I can earn $100 to $200 a month pretty easy. And let me show you how it works really quick. So for example, I'll check out their featured offers and if it makes sense. For example, if I signed up for a Chime Bank account, I could earn $125. Every swag buck is worth a penny. Just when you do these offers, just make sure when you click on it, just make sure you read the fine print because there are things you need to know in order to qualify. And then aside from that, you can also go to the survey section. You can see that there's always surveys available paying anywhere from $3 to 75 cents, 20 cents, and just make sure you pay attention to the time. So for example, 8 minutes here pays almost $1 for your time. And a lot of times what I find is that this 8 minutes is actually more 3 or 4 minutes. So it's pretty quick. There's a lot of other companies that work like this, such as Survey Junkie, and there's Life Points, Pinecone Research, and the list goes on. I have a post that has more than 75 survey companies that I'll link in the description. Again, you're not going to get rich doing this option, but if you're happy with $50 to $200 a month, then it's one you can start with right now. Coming in at number 2, this is an option I mention all the time. It's delivering food or groceries. It's probably one of my favorite options. I personally do it, and I can earn hundreds of dollars. Sometimes I can make as much as $300 plus a day, sometimes much more, but I live in a busier metropolitan area, so your results will differ than some. Some areas can make a lot more. So for example, DoorDash is one of the more popular ones, and you get to choose your own hours. You get to dash wherever you want. It's so easy to get started, and all it does is once you sign up is you can receive offers on your phone, and this is kind of what it'll look like here. If you look at this screenshot, you'll get an offer that comes to your phone. It'll tell you how many items, how far away the total drive is from where you are to the restaurant to the person. So in this case, they would pay you $12.35 guaranteed for 1.3 miles. That's just an example. And of course, you can accept it or you can decline it. And in most cases here, you only have to be 18 or older. DoorDash says you can have any car. You're usually just going to need your driver's license, social security number, and you have to consent to a background check as long as you have a clean criminal record and you don't have a lot of points in your record. It's pretty easy to get started. You can get going in a couple days, sometimes even quicker than that. Uber Eats is another one that's very popular, again, depending on your location. It's going to depend on how much you make. Most cities, you can easily earn 15 plus an hour. Don't forget you have to factor in gas and depreciation of your car, yada, yada. But once you get good at knowing which offers to accept, you can make a lot. And the great thing is, every day is payday, just like DoorDash and a lot of these apps, you can get instant payouts. So that means you can get paid immediately after you make money. And this one is a little different than DoorDash. If you want to do car delivery, you do need to meet the minimum age. It's usually a little higher than 18, and they're a little stricter with their cars sometimes. But again, you'll need that driver's license and vehicle insurance. But in some cities, you can drive a scooter or you can ride your bike. And the last thing I want to mention is another one is Instacart. This is more of shopping at a grocery store, and you'll have to shop for the groceries and then deliver it to a house that's on your app. It's going to be similar to DoorDash. You're going to get a job request, and you can choose if you want it or you don't. Again, it requires a car. It's easy as delivering. You can work whenever you want with any of these options. So if you don't want to work for a month, that's fine. If you want to work every day, you just turn it on and tell it when you want to work. Okay, the next one I'm going to mention is Amazon Mechanical Turk, or MTurk for short. You'll see this mentioned a lot when you make money online, and this is what your dashboard will look like. It'll have the title of the jobs as well as how many hits are available for each one and the pay. The pay is usually pretty low, but the tasks usually take a couple seconds, sometimes 30 seconds. It just all depends. This one kind of like the delivery apps. You have to learn how to choose which hits are worth your time because there's a lot of garbage on here, but a lot of them will range anything from select the most appropriate image, for example here, tag a location, there's surveys, and the list goes on. People post jobs, and at the moment right here you can see 1,100 jobs posted, and then each one has a number of hits. This one, again, you can get good at it. You can make $10, $20, $30 a day. You won't get rich. It's kind of like the research company option again. So if you're happy with maybe 20, 30 bucks and you get better at it, you can make more, then consider it. If not, There's many more that we can jump into here. Another option here, care.com. This offers a ton of options such as child care, school support, tutoring, senior care, housekeeping, special needs, pet care, and so much more. And if you're willing to offer your services, you get to choose when you want to work, so you can even know in your profile that you want to work weekends only, and people will reach out to you. Sitter City is another one. This particularly focuses on babysitting, but babysitting is a great option for the weekends because parents love to go on date nights on the weekend, so there's no better time. Depending on your area, you can make 10, 15 plus an hour easily. So as long as you're happy working weekend nights, put your profile on some of these websites. They do have pricing tiers, but it's not that much. Again, you're going to have to treat it like a job service because you're going to have to fill out a resume of sort and sell yourself. And then once you gain reviews, you could find yourself busier than you even want to be. Bartending jobs, this is another one. Restaurants always want bartenders on the weekends, and a lot of times they'll train you, but in some cases you can take certification courses. And to find bartending jobs in your area, I just went to Google and typed in bartending jobs, and you could see that this popped up. More than 100 jobs in my area, and I could scroll down, and if you look how many bartender jobs are here. And if any of them are of interest, it's just as simple as clicking on it. And this one you're going to have to apply to the job, of course. But a lot of times they're going to say that they want you to be knowledgeable about a menu and drinks. So as long as you can learn and you can study online, you can get the job a lot of times. This is a very in-demand job for companies. And in most cases, what you're going to find is that as long as you have the experience, and in most cases, even a license, certification, or permit, it's going to require a little bit more than most jobs. You can make a lot of money on weekend nights. That's going to be your bread and butter. Friday and Saturday nights, it's not unheard of to make hundreds of dollars. Again, depending on your location, but it's an idea if you like working with people and don't mind a traditional job where they tell you when you have to come in. This unfortunately won't be one where you can work whenever you want. Craigslist is one you don't want to skip out on, and especially the gig section here. Check that out, and what you'll find are just one-time gigs that usually can happen on the weekend. So for example, I'm just seeing right here, they need movers. Right here, they need some production, need some lawn care help, and it just keeps going on and on. And there's usually, in my city alone, hundreds of jobs, and some are part-time or full-time jobs, but sometimes they are one-and-done jobs. And you're just going to have to scroll through and look. Sometimes you can even find studies for healthcare or schools or whatnot. And this is a great way to make $100, $200, $300 in a day. And again, you're just going to have to scroll through the jobs and figure out what you want. There's going to be a lot of jobs that get your hands dirty, such as construction work and that. But if you're looking for something to make money on the weekends, then check it out. You never know what you can find. Again, every city varies, but don't discount the Craigslist gig section. And remember, if you do go here, make sure you read the job description in detail and trust your gut, because there are scams, but there are a lot of legitimate people on here. The next option I want to mention is freelancing. There's so many things you can freelance with, and Upwork's one of the biggest marketplaces. And what I want you to do is just go to the website and scroll down to the bottom, and what you'll see are the top skills right now, the trending skills, top skills needed. And if you feel you can do any of these skills, you have the experience, or you want to learn, check it out. And if you wanted to say be a social media manager, then you could click on it, and it's going to take you to people's profiles to give you an idea what people are charging as well as the reviews. So check out their profiles. And I'm not going to say to copy it, but try to see what they're doing and then try to create a similar profile. And of course, you're going to need a little bit of a portfolio in most cases, as well as an hourly rate. So for example, this person's profile, they're charging $50, and then you can see it's a little snippet of what they can do, and then you can see that once they have work history, it'll be right here. But then of course you'll need that portfolio, and then your availability, you can just say you want to work weekends, or you get to choose the time because there might be deadlines. Upwork's a big one, Fiverr's another one, and there's so many ways to make money on here, so check out that list. It's a great way to work and keep busy on the weekend. Many youth sports games are played on Saturday morning and afternoons, and if you don't mind refereeing a soccer game or a basketball game, that's a great way to make up to $100 a day. This is when you just want to look for youth sports referees. You won't make a ton, but from what I read, you'll make about $100. Reach out to a couple sports leagues in your area. You can it's as easy as typing in sports leagues in your city and see what pops up. Reach out to the commissioner of the league and see if they have any jobs available. This is a great one if you want to work Saturday mornings, afternoons, and you enjoy sports and kids. It's one you'll have to commit. You can't work when you want, but it's just another option to consider. Okay, the next option is teaching English online. This deserves its own whole video. In fact, I could go on for hours, but basically what it is you're going to teach children English online, and usually kids in elementary schools. And the cool thing about these websites is you get to set your own schedule. It's one-on-one teaching most of the time, and the pay is anywhere from $14 to $22 an hour. Most companies will require you to have a bachelor's degree, but there's a ton of them, and you can keep busy. And the great thing about it is that if you want a weekend job, most of the opportunities are on weekends. So Fridays, Saturdays are prime time, and if you're able to work the Chinese hours, it's great because it's either morning or late at night, so it doesn't really ruin your day. Again, I'll link in the description because I did cover more than 30 companies. As long as you have a bachelor's degree in teaching experience most of the time, it's a great opportunity to consider, especially since you can make an average of $20 an hour. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I did cover 45 other ways to make money only on the weekends on that link in the description. There's so many ways to make money on the weekends, and I usually try to keep my videos around 10 minutes. I don't want to babble forever. So if you were trying to make money on the side and you didn't see an option that you liked in this video, check out that link. You can read through. I recommended a bunch more options. I hope one of these options work for you. That's going to do it for now. As always, check out LushDollar.com for the many ways to make money. Just be smart with your money. Check out the videos I keep adding. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It always helps me out. That does it. I'll see you guys next time.